The Portland Timbers just wrapped up training behind me at the practice facility in Beaverton, Oregon, as they prep for a tough battle with a Colorado side that is undefeated through 4 games in MLS, and they'll have to play at altitude.
We need to make them aware of it's a different environment, obviously altitude, and I've played there myself, and the first 10, 15, 20 minutes are a shock to the system, in terms of you're breathing and you think after 20 minutes you've played a 90-minute game, so it's something that we're going to have to get used to. And we're playing against a team that started the season really well, coming off the back of a Champions League. Obviously the teams that have started in the Champions League have had more preparation than everyone else, so they've come out the traps really quick, and they're building off their success of last season, particularly at home.
Really excited. I got a lot of buddies that still live there. It's like a weird place where a lot of my buddies from high school live now, so see some of them. Colorado is probably one of the better times of my career, so it's always fun to go back.
One of the new signings that will be playing in Colorado for the first time is Jimmer Forey. The left back has been near perfect to start 2025. One of his only issues is picking up 3 yellow cards through 4 games. Once you hit 5, you have to serve a 1-game suspension.
He was the best player on the pitch, I thought, in terms of the way he defended. He's going to be an outstanding left back. I thought his booking was a little bit of a soft booking, and maybe it was an accumulation rather than one particular tackle. He's going to have to get used to that in this league, and we've got 3 outstanding left backs all ready to play, all ready to compete, and Jimmer at this moment in time, I think I've been really impressed with him. I think we've got a really top left back on our hands.
Let's get to some other good news on the back line. Kamal Miller, who went off injured against the LA Galaxy, was given the okay by Phil Neville. He will likely start yet again, in my prediction, this weekend next to Finn Sermon, who had a really solid game against the Galaxy as well. Also, Miguel Araujo, still not with the team. He was called up to play with the Peruvian national team for very important World Cup qualifiers. And Dario Zuparic, who missed out last weekend, not to injury, he will be traveling with the squad and likely be on the bench to start this weekend.
There's no news on Miguel. He's still going through the visa process, so I think he's obviously back in Brazil going through the, I don't know what you call it, maybe the administration process of a visa process. We had it last year with Max Crepol. I don't remember when Max Crepol was out for maybe 2 weeks at the start of the season. We're just in the hands of the authorities when it comes to different authorities around the world. So he'll meet up with Peru and hopefully get some minutes with Peru, and we'll get him back after the international break. And Dario Zuparic will be back in the squad this weekend.
The Timbers are, of course, going to have to move past the failed PK decision at the end of the game versus the LA Galaxy, in which they potentially could have won the game 2-1. Phil Neville was in a lighthearted mood talking about it.
Penalty yesterday, or not winning the penalty.
Wash your mouth out. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. I mean, you get fined for that,
But of course, one of the main characters in the lack of a PK decision was Christian Paredes, who came on for the final moments of the game and looked really strong. The 2023 Supporters Player of the Year has not registered a start yet in 2025 in a competitive center-mid competition.
How long can Diego go? Which games are you going to play him in? And we rested him for a couple of games early in the season. We put him back in, and you go back to the guy that never lets you down, that consistently plays really well to a high level and deserves his place in the team. And with David Ayala next to him, it means that there's going to be real competition for places. João, I think, is finding his feet, but he's going to be a starter in this team as well. So Christian has to push his levels up to the levels of the others, and if he does that, he's got a really good chance, because we play him an awful lot. He appears in a lot of games, but obviously he probably wants a little bit more than what we're giving him at this moment in time.
I'll have exclusive interviews with head coach Phil Neville and Diego Chara on Thursday, so stay locked in to more Portland Timbers coverage.